Yeah, it's just a nice, a really nice library, and it has more than 1 million users. I didn't know about this library. And like how many stars? 16K stars. And it's used by so many different people, you know? Um, yeah, and it's talked about in different videos and so on. And why is it super cool? It's because most of the time when we have when we do like when we address a task using LLMs, we have like a single agent, like ChatGPT or something, and then we just give it a prompt, right? A prompt, and then we give it an answer. But so many times that's maybe too much for a single agent. Maybe we want to break down the tasks into smaller tasks and have the agent collaborate with each other, you know? So, so for example, you can have like it's like creating your own company basically. So let's say you're basically the manager and you have a goal, and you need to be clear about the process, how to achieve that goal, and then like talk about all the specific individuals in there, and each one will have like their own task. So let me give you a clear example. So for example, writing a research article. So writing a research article, here I'm showing two agents, but you can have three. You can have an agent that's the researcher, like that finds content online, like scrapes the web, reads different articles and so on. And you can have a writer that actually writes the article. And you can have another agent called the editor, which like goes through the content and makes it look better, like rigorizes the content in a way. So it's hard to do this like in a single agent. So by doing it in multi-agents, you can do a very good job, you know?
Can I jump in with a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I understood. So you can like build your own company with the different AI agents and you can assign them different tasks. But I thought, isn't that the same what was the first goal of the LangChain to do? Because they also had agents, if I'm not mistaken, or am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, LangChain have different agents, but
is there like
they
competitive advantage?
They don't collaborate like this, you know? They don't like they don't have a clear way to make them collaborate and talk to each other, you know? So this one, like each of these agents, actually this is very compatible with LangChain. So each of these agents can be like a LangChain agent. And then and then there's like this class in CrewAI that you can make them all collaborate together.
Oh, so the structure of collaboration between them is different, right?
Exactly, yeah. And it's like very easy. It just adds a wrapper and how to make different agents collaborate with each other, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but in what sense it's different? Like technically, we still have some input, some output, right?
Sorry, let me increase the volume.
Sorry. So, in what sense the collaboration at this level of this tool between the agents is different from any other ML tool chain? Like we still have some input and output for each part of the chain.
You mean like there's tool chain, which is a library that you have different agents communicating with each other?
No. I'm not talking about specific library. I'm talking about any ML pipeline in that sense, to like the chain of data processing modules. It can be.
Oh, yeah, good question. Good question. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. So I could easily do this manually. By easily, I mean like it's easy to visualize it, but like making it robust and reliable, making the system robust and reliable and all that, there's a lot of challenges. So it just makes that whole process reliable and easy, you know? That's the main goal. So it does the same thing as ML pipeline. Let's say like cleaning the data, running this algorithm, and then like you can do it manually, right? Like you have this agent that has an output, the output will be the input to another agent. You can do that, sure. it just streamlines the process, and makes
No,
things.
I just tried to clarify maybe a little bit more as a follow-up to Yevgenie's question. Like, okay, we have different tools to build those pipelines, and one of them is LangChain, this other framework. So
Yeah.
they allow agents and put some data processing modules into the chain into the solution. So you said these agents, they're kind of sit on top of that and collaborate somehow differently.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand the difference here.
Well, by different, well, I guess. So here's the thing, like these agents collaborate. It's not necessarily different. So it could be sequential. So it could be like sequential, like this, like for example, you have the researcher talks to the writer, talks to the editor. So that's very sequential. So it's not really different, right? Like you can implement that if you want. But maybe you want the collaboration to be in different ways. Maybe you want like the editor to talk back to the researcher, and then the researcher talks to the editor, and then the editor talks. So you can have multiple different ways of how these communicate. And that becomes complicated if you do it yourself. But this whole library makes it easy to do that kind of collaboration.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Yes, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, so what I gonna showcase in this, like, well, whatever time we have remaining, I like short and sweet, 35 minutes basically. I want to show you like 3 applications, like writing research articles, customer support, and financial analysis. So anyone interested in stocks and all that, you can start using this immediately.
Let's go.
Yeah. So this is a very nice course. So deeplearning.ai, like I'm liking it more and more. So the whole course is like 3 hours or something. A lot of information to digest in 3 hours because they keep talking about many different things in a short amount of time. But like I learned how to distillate it. So I'm going to only show you some relevant things for now. And they have like the whole code here. Like you can even run GPT here. So one thing I want to show is the writing a research article. So if you want to write a research article, like a blog post, maybe not a whole paper because you need some novelty. But if you want to write a blog post or something, you can use this. So let's go through it. I mean, that's the best way to learn these. Like we both have experience with code, so I think for you guys, this is like the most fruitful. Okay, so you remove warnings because they always clutter the output. So you need 3 things. You need the agent itself as a class. What task? So for every agent, you give it a specific task. And the crew. So crew is just a class which combines all the agents together.
Mm-hmm.
So you run this. Yeah, so you can just do this and you can actually ping GPT 3.5. Okay. So the good thing about this is that it tells you what every agent needs, which makes sense. So you need like a role of the agent, like is it customer support, a writer? You need the goal, and you need some backstory is like a nice thing, like more information about the agent. The more information you give here, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So let's create an agent. So the first agent is called the content planner. So planning how the document should look like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal, so that's your role, and the goal is to create a factually accurate content on topic. So whenever you see these braces, this is your input.
Yes, I'm sorry, a quick question. This CrewAI, they're not specialized in research paper agents. They're more general, right? It's just an example here, right?
It's just an example, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah, so we're going to show 3 examples. This is one of the examples. Another example is customer support, and another example is like financial analysis, which I'm actually very interested at myself. So we'll see how it is. By the way, I ask questions, and I like questions. I like discussions. I like discussions a lot because I'm not really an expert here. So we're all learning together,
Awesome.
So here's a backstory. So you're just like giving more information. You're working on this blog article. You want to learn something, blah, blah, blah. So you just have all these three things. So we have the planner. Now we want to have the writer. So the one that actually writes.
Mhm.
So these are all like prompt engineering here, you know, like these are all like I'm sure there was like some prompt optimization here to make it better. Like they tested different prompts to make it better and better. So you can write like stuff like, oh, I want it to be one paragraph. I want it to be easy to read. You can add all these things, you know, here. And then you have the editor. So the editor, it's always nice to have an editor for anything when you're doing stuff with LLMs. An editor could be like a code editor or a code reviewer because they massage the output and they make it cleaner or something.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, avoid controversial topics or opinions. So it's always have to have that safeguard. So this is like a safeguard. Okay. So now we have these three agents. So we hired three people, right? The writer, the planner, and the editor. And now we want to start giving some tasks. So what should we give a task for the planner? So the planner just writes an outline, knows the audience, you know, the typical things of how to write a blog post. Prioritize latest trends. Yeah, you want to always sometimes be part of the latest trends and so on. And then the writer. Okay, so this is good. So you want like, for example, expected output. So you see here, like it's a very nice structure, right? Description, expected outputs, and expected output. You just want 2 to 3 paragraphs. So I'm sure like this prompt here is massaged by another prompt in the back end.
Yeah, actually, that was my question. Like, is there any cool ways to control the output? Because it's very crucial, right? If you work with the LLMs, you want to control it really well.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you can see there is a tool for that. Awesome.
Yeah. So it makes it easy. Like there's a nice template at the back end, as they say. I mean, it's nice to have this structure. Like, of course, you can do all this yourself with a big prompt, right? But
Yep.
it's hard to get it right. So they use the back end, they could be using all the latest techniques like chain of thought, tree of thought, like all those things.
Yeah, maybe they do some additional prompt enhancement or something. So
exactly. It really helps. So now we have the I need to run them. Yeah. So now we have the task for the planner. We have the task for the writer. And the editor is easy. Just so it's just repeating each section have 2 or 3 blogs, you know, paragraphs. Because sometimes the GPT doesn't respect the prompt, so you just
that's true.
you have to do it. Yeah. So now you create the crew. This is the whole idea. This is you have the crew where you have like the planner, the writer, and the editor. You run this. Okay, now we have the crew. It's interesting. I still have a warning, even though I did this warning filter. Okay, so now you can choose the topic. So let's say we choose artificial intelligence, and now it's going to run. Like it takes a bit of time because it's pinging GPT, and it's doing all this thought, right? So, I mean, this is just a lot of verbo. So it's just like writing stuff, finding the audience, doing a lot of things here. And then when it's now it's completed. So this is the result. You see?
Yep.
Yeah. So we can even have our own topic. So do you have any topic in mind that you want to?
Meditation.
Okay.
Meditation. Yeah.
Let's do.
I missed a bit. So this particular example, what did we ask them to accomplish in terms of the research?
So yeah, these
create
are the
blog post about artificial intelligence, I guess, right?
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
blog post. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're creating a blog post on meditation. So let's see.
What about it does not provide references, right? Like what models does he talk to?
So no, it's just GPT 3.5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just GPT 3.5.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think it's doing any like actual fact check, but in the course they have different tools. They have different tools where you can ask it to access the website
Mm-hmm.
through RAG on the website. So
Yes,
By
yes,
the way,
yes. So you will have
sorry to
a
interrupt.
reference.
yeah,
About references, actually, is it using the same framework, or is there like different tools you're using for that,
it's
for
using
references?
LangChain tools.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's using LangChain tools for the RAG and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You mean the course material, or this library CrewAI uses some tools from LangChain?
Yeah. Like you can make it use some tools from LangChain if you specify. Like
Okay.
it accepts the API or like the format of the LangChain object,
Mhm.
and you can use that to perform your task.
So
But I
how
guess
many
for queries
lines?
like it's different. Is it a different library, right? We don't use it's not covered in this library in CrewAI. You use like
No,
additional
it's
tools.
different.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's different. It's different library. Yeah.
Thanks.
How many lines of code do we have here for this example, like in this notebook?
It's very small. So if you squeeze it like you have here,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
this one doesn't even almost count, right? Like,
Yeah, this is just, yes. So
you have, I mean, you can argue this is one line
yes,
or the lines.
pretty much like declarative. Yeah.
Yeah, like I would say 10 lines and you get something pretty awesome.
Nice.
So we did meditation. There you go. The power of meditation, guide to inner peace. And mental clarity.
Awesome.
What about the inference performance, like speed? I mean, is it fast?
Well, we just did it right now with GPT 3.5 and I'm sure like theirs is like slower because it's a free version.
Yeah, it's mostly goes back to model inference performance. I mean, the overhead is little here.
It's very little. Yeah, it's very little. Yeah. Okay, it even tells you how to do meditation here. So you can be a meditation guru with 10 lines of code.
Easily. With few hired agents.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys are in Vancouver, right? So
You can be a guru. You can be a guru on writing blog posts on meditation.
Yeah. The people will see you as a shaman. Create an Instagram page and write these things. An Instagram post and make it generate images.
I was actually trying to do it myself.
Oh,
like
nice.
without well, failed a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's not involving content. It needs additional prompts to make it like involving and keep story going.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I guess what you need is like another agent that generates the image, another agent that maybe keeps it concise, like stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the good thing about CrewAI is like it connects nicely with like so it connects with LangChain, but it also connects with Hugging Face. So you can have like Chat Cohere, for example, Mistral from OpenAI
So
yeah.
Also, you can
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
so you can run it basically on all open source models, right? You can run totally for free, almost.
Yeah, I guess if you have access to Hugging Face, it's like all open source models, right?
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
you can-
Isam, what is your impression? Did those guys behind CrewAI, they build just a nice level of abstraction, or they build also some more to that? I mean, the syntax is nice. The like this again, abstractions. They allow to code the whole thing very fast. I mean, with a few lines of code.
Yeah.
They also announce something, you know, in addition to that within the CrewAI library.
No, I think it's like I think it's just this. Like I went through the whole course and it just looked like yeah, it's just
So it's like very intuitive wrapper.
Crew, yeah. Like just the abstraction of the process.
Okay, key features, role. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just scroll down to key features paragraph?
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Role-based agent design.
Yes, you can have
A
sequential.
lot of buzzwords.
Yeah.
Flexible task management, process driven. What is process driven?
So in this case, process driven is like because there's two things, right? There's the agents that you're creating, and also the process of how these agents interact with each other.
Yes.
So it could also be called interaction strategy, right? So there's like sequential, like we did right now. You can also have hierarchy.
Yeah.
You can have like different kinds of ways, like dynamics of how they interact.
Yes.
So that's the idea. Yeah, and the flexible task management. I mean, I guess it's very hard to like write these without with like a more desolated word format. That's why like it looks like buzzwords. Okay, I only am able to understand them because I watched the whole video, like the
Exactly.
whole.
Yes.
So here's like what they mean by customizable tools and all that is, like the Hugging Face, LangChain, and all that. So you can like add all those things.
Plays nicely with ecosystem.
Yeah, that's another way to say it. This is also nice when you're able to parse the output as JSON and pedantic object. The reason why this is very nice and useful because like I had a lot of experience prompt engineering and trying to extract the output, and it's always a pain to like get the actual outputs.
Yep.
What is pedantic? It's like serialization format.
Yeah, pedantic is like there's these classes. It's like a class.
Oh, okay. It's
like,
schema notation. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like these ones that has like these attributes. So it's like a new way of doing things because it's more. You can provide more features than just doing a JSON. So it can have methods. It can have attributes. It can have like.
Okay. There's every day one new created. I mean.
Yeah, which is kind of frustrating. Like sometimes I just want us to.
Yes.
Use simple things, but then there's something new to learn.
I mean, you have XML with XSD schemas, you have JSON, then you have protobuf, which is a little bit different technology, more optimized. Then you have all this, you have Cucumber, right, for Python.
Yeah. Now there's this thing called croissant.
Which one?
Croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah. Okay. It just never ends.
Front-end developers used to have this joke when you attend an interview as a front-end developer. They ask you, okay, let's talk about frameworks. Do you know? And then they say a random word from English, like, and they add .gs. And do you know this framework?
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up. Sometimes, to be honest, most of the time you can get away with just JSON. Most of the time, and maybe like 90%. But I feel like people, even if you can get away with JSON, they still use these more complicated frameworks, and it's like it blows my mind.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it's just because like an extra thing to learn. Cool. So this is cool. So let's look at. So we have. There's a couple of.
Guys, I'm sorry. I need to drop off now. Sorry.
Okay.
I will stay.
A lot. That was cool. That was nice.
Okay. See you later, Vlad.
See you soon. Bye.
Good. At least I have one more person to talk to.
No problem. I'm always curious,
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate your curiosity a lot. For sure.
Yeah.
So there's customer support agent, there's the outreach campaign, there's the financial analysis, and there's job applications.
Mm-hmm. Can you go to financial analysis? I'm also curious about
Yeah,
that,
let's go to the financial.
honestly. Yeah.
So I was just loading the Jupyter notebook here.
Mm-hmm. By the way, how was your impression about this course?
This one here,
Mm-hmm.
super nice. I
Okay.
really like it. I'm gonna make my collaborators look into it and possibly use it in their code.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm actually gonna like in the course that we're gonna do together
Mm-hmm.
next week. I'm gonna like really encourage it because I
Mm-hmm.
think it applies a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So the same thing: agent, task, crew. Yeah. So this Serper API is like a tool for scraping the web. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
they need to scrape the web.
Oh, so that's what I was asking about, I guess.
Yeah. So
But
Serper has an API key that you can get. You can scrape the web because that's well, you need this, right? For like stocks and stuff, you need how things are performing over
yep.
time. Okay, so they have the scraper and the search. Okay, let's look at their agents. So they have data analyst. So data analysts, okay, analyze the market.
Oh, in real time. Wow.
In real time, yeah.
Okay.
And with a knack for data, the data analyst is the cornerstone for informing trading decisions. Okay. Wow, this is like a pretty strong backstory. It almost like it requires ChatGPT to create such a backstory, eh?
Yeah, it takes PhD to someone.
Yeah, exactly. So and you give it tools. This is really cool. So you give it the set of tools that it can use to do its job. So it gave it the
Oh,
screen tool and the search tool.
okay.
Very nice.
Sorry, do you know by the chance,
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt, but do you know
yeah.
by the chance how it understands like when it should interact with the tools or how it should interact with the tools? Do you provide
Yeah,
it somewhere?
yeah. So I've seen that with another tool that I did last time for like RAG-based agents.
Mm-hmm.
What they did basically is that you have the doc string for the
Mm-hmm.
tool, and then it embeds that into an embedding. So when it tries to answer a question,
Mm-hmm.
embeds the question embeddings, and then it compares that embedding of that question with the embeddings of each tool. And which one is closest? You know,
Okay.
that's like one way to do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just embedding based.
Okay.
So if it says, oh, scrape the website.
So it's gonna trigger this scrape tool, right?
Exactly.
Okay, okay, I get it.
Search and triggers.
Awesome.
Okay, so we have a trader that develops and trades different trading strategies. Okay, so this is nice. If you have a trade advisor, you always need a trade advisor, right? You don't want to just go wild.
Yep.
The optimal trade execution strategies. All right, so this is good keyword based on approved trading strategies.
Yes. Very
You
good.
want to do the opposite, or
Yeah.
buy high and sell low. That's like the worst strategy. Okay, and then you need a risk advisor too. You learn a lot about finances from here because you want to know all the kinds of risks. Okay, the tasks are interesting. So for the data analyst, keeps monitoring. Okay, but you have to, I guess we see this braces here, so you have to select the stock here.
Mm-hmm.
You select one of them. Okay, and it finds all the insights. The task of the trading strategy. Oh, you need some trading tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you already,
Yep.
yeah, like maybe 0 to 10
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Oh, and trading strategy also.
Yeah, so you need to have some knowledge here.
Mm-hmm.
These things. And then you need, okay, so this one you don't need to do anything else because you have the stock that you selected. This is the advisor. And the risk management, yeah, same thing. It will just find all the risks. I guess the risks here like is based on the variance. So like if things are like a lot of or like it can go down,
fluctuation.
Yeah, all the way it behaves, right? Okay, so now it's going to create the crew. As you can see here, the crew is a bit different than before, or like it's just more
robust.
But yeah, bigger. Yeah, so you can see you can actually have OpenAI from OpenAI itself, chain, and then okay, they do a hierarchical process.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's different way of processing, right? Not sequential.
Yeah, I guess when you do a hierarchical process, maybe it figures out because no one defined here how the hierarchy is, but I think it just knows.
Yeah, actually, it was my next question, like how and what is the difference of hierarchical and sequential processing? Is it actually make some difference a lot?
Yeah, so like hierarchical is like more like a tree.
Yeah. I mean, I understand it visually, but why it matters a lot on this like. So how it makes any difference on like if you do it sequentially or if you do it hierarchically?
As I can see here, like the way they do it, so you have all these agents, right? Like 4 agents.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a manager agent.
Oh, okay.
So the manager agent will take information from all these 4 before
okay, and
it
make
makes
his own
the
decision.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because in sequential, you only have the information of the person behind you.
Like input and then sequence output and hierarchical. Okay, in gathering information. Got it.
Oh wow, this is really cool. So it's like a one way. Okay.
And by the way, I just mentioned that we never assign the manager like as an agent in itself, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We never assigned
So it's just
manager.
like model itself. It's nothing different than the model, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it somehow combines all the information and tries to do all the expected outputs, like tries to consolidate all the.
Yeah, maybe here. Well, actually, it's a question if here you can provide like gathering output from different agents to a next agent, or you should assign it as they assigned the manager, because the manager will gather all the outputs, but can you do it with a specific agent? Like say you create new agent manager and say like you're gonna gather outputs from there. Oh yeah, you definitely can do it, right? Because you provide variables. So you can well, it's interesting why they separated it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I don't know exactly how this is.
Oh, and it's also it's method of the class manager LLM. So it's right. It's like it's different variable in class itself of crew.
Yeah. It's like a
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess if you do sequential process, I don't think there will be an argument called manager.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
yeah,
maybe it just
I
doesn't
guess
work.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we have here? So for every
Apple.
all of these are
Let's do NVIDIA.
Oh yeah.
And see
we can do NVIDIA.
Yeah, and see what suggestion we will get because now they hyping a lot.
So let's try this and then we try
Yeah, definitely. Because Apple also just pumped up a little bit because of their AI or like Apple Intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what it will tell us.
That is interesting.
Oh, day trading strategy. Okay. So it's like inside the day. It's inside of the day.
Wow. And also considers news impact. Like I don't remember seeing that. Because I'm guessing all of these things are like variables like here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
so
don't
how
see,
how is that
I don't see
financial
that
trend?
here.
Oh, maybe it's already in the class itself, because news impact consideration can be assigned to like whatever different agents, wherever you like, whatever sphere you pick. Maybe sometimes you want to have like um, real time data, so
Yeah,
it
yeah, of
applies
course.
to. So it's not
Yeah.
only for financials. So it
No,
makes sense. Makes sense to be there.
yeah, this makes sense. I just
Mm-hmm.
because this is an argument. When you feed this, basically for each of these keywords are in the, you see in these prompts here. So
Mm-hmm.
these things are replaced by that
Mm-hmm.
value. So I'm just wondering where this is being considered. This is like where in the prompts. Maybe it's internal. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's internal because, as I'm saying, it makes sense to any field and any agent. Sometimes you just want to have like news impact.
Yeah. And I think we should always make it true, right? If it doesn't cost
Mm-hmm.
that much.
Well,
Okay.
if you have access to internet, and these APIs that you assigned in the very beginning,
Oh
I
my
guess.
God. So, I was unable to access the website.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Let me just see because this guy did it in the video, right?
okay. Is it gonna give you a website where it's trying to access?
Let's see. Well, it's showing some answers. Okay, finish chain. Okay, it's showing. Let's see here. Like, there's a conclusion. Maybe they don't want to show it because they don't want to give us advice.
Yeah. And then you should have this disclaimer, like, remember, it's not like
Yeah,
financial advice or something.
yeah. But they got some outputs here, right?
Yeah.
Like conclusion are well structured. It's just here, unfortunately. Okay, let's try NVIDIA. So, what is the NVIDIA stock exactly? Like the name?
And the
Just NVIDIA? NVIDIA Core?
NVDA. No, NVDA. You should test like, no, a little bit lower. Where is Nasdaq NVDA?
I swear I
No,
can't.
a little bit on top then.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
have it on top a bit.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
Okay, that's right. Okay, if you put initial capital, 1,000, you're like
Let's don't go
millionaire.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. These are all verbose. See, like it's reading from this website.
Finance, Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting that it's
There you
referring
go. It's
Yahoo.
reading it from here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But you have a day strategy, so
Look at that. That's insanity.
yeah, and they don't have competitors, right?
Yeah, they used to have what's that one? I remember when
Yeah.
we used to play PC, there was like two GPUs.
AMD.
AMD, yeah.
But on the last conference, it appears to be that AMD found like CEO is a cousin of NVIDIA
Oh my God.
CEO.
Wow.
So not really lots of competitors.
And when I imagine them, like if they're like in family dinner, we're both cousins,
Yeah,
and
AMD and NVIDIA.
one is like the failed cousin. It's like, look, be like your
Well,
cousin who
I
made the
I
stocks.
wouldn't say AMD is failed.
Yeah, I know. It's just like comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So
I'm sure
what
AMD is like
financial?
super rich.
Yeah, what financial advice
Yeah.
we get?
Okay, final answer.
You.
Ah, so it's just enable.
Hmm.
I don't know why they're doing this.
Oh, now I can give a great answer. Finish chain.
Okay, I think it has some answers. So
Yeah. There is after finish chain.
we can like output it here. Oh, I think it's still doing some stuff here.
Oh, so it's failing.
Auto.
Just retrieve some part of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's doing the
Oh,
work.
and you know what? There is one more thing that I mentioned that I don't know when this process is gonna finish because we never specify that in a prompt, but it says that data analyst should continuously monitor.
So maybe we
Oh,
can.
no, there you go.
Okay, so it likes giving this answer. I think it's becoming. I think maybe there's like more safeguards that's like stopping
Yeah.
from using it. So maybe we should use like Llama 3 or something, or something that's.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe because of financial advices.
Yeah. Maybe we should remove the advisor. Or no, we should remove the
There
risk.
is, yeah, there is.
Yeah, the risk person we should remove, and then
Or the manager, because
Yeah.
it's GPT 3.5.
yeah, let's remove that. But there's a couple of answers here, like use short
Allocate the signal. Yeah, the signal.
detailed execution time. Then they just apologize. Yeah, so they're making it harder. But
But because of this framework you showed today, I actually should say I'm pretty curious where is programming going, because this seems like very, very intuitive, right?
yeah, it's very,
So
very
you just and yeah, you just like create some variables which can do like which anyone can do probably even without studying programming. And then you assign
exactly,
some
yeah.
variables, and then you just provide the like in plain language, right? In English language, you just provide the prompt what you want to get back. So yeah, it's pretty impressive, honestly.
I think we had one in the WhatsApp chat who said like he named his company something called One Man Company or something. And it's like he wants to hire all his employees are AI. So it's like this is perfect for him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really amazing, but then you definitely should have some tools on top of that to manage that easily, because if you want to have it as a company within the time, you will create so many these agents that it's gonna be pain to manage them.
Then you need to
Right?
hire
And
actual people to
yeah.
write these agents.
Yes, totally.
Cool. So we are end of time here, but
Yeah,
that was
you're only for
that's fun.
45 minutes as you planned.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we got it 45 minutes. It's short and sweet, and man, I think both of us learned a lot just from this discussion.
Oh, 100%. I actually, yeah, and can I ask you after that to send me a link to this course? Because I
Oh yeah,
definitely want to take it. I heard a
I'll
lot
share the
about
course.
this AI, how the company called Learn
Deep
AI?
learning AI.
Deep learning AI. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I heard about them really a lot and like only positive reviews, but I never took any course. Now I have a bit more free time, so I can, yeah, I definitely can go over these courses.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm planning to do like more these coffee talks, and the reading list will be like right now these deep learning AI until we cover it, and then maybe we move to something else.
Yeah, appreciate you showing some courses. That's also very valuable. It's part of the learning, right?
100%. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks,
Okay.
Yevhenii. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Bye bye.